Not only are we doing a furniture flip today, but we are learning how to use a new power tool. Oh, this side of the tool I thought would be easier and it's actually challenging. Bam, I have this situation to deal with. I think it did. Yes.
Take me to the ruins, aquifers and springs, baby ferns uncurling, every living thing.
Welcome back to my channel, you guys. If you're new here, my name's Mahala and this is Ala Mahala. Today we have a furniture flip. It's an Ikea piece. It's very classic. I think everyone has seen this piece, possibly even owned it themselves at some point. I got this when I first moved to Canada and I tried to make it look a little nicer, so I added a stain to it. I didn't read the instructions of how to use stain, and at the time I didn't know what I was doing, so there's streak marks all over this piece. I didn't wipe away the excess, I just applied it like it was a paint and then let it dry. Mistakes were obviously made. My only goal for this project is just to have fun and be playful, so let's pull this piece apart and get started. Okay, so not only are we doing a furniture flip today, but we are learning how to use a new power tool. I got myself a router. I think it's going to be the perfect tool to just make the gap in this. I'll show you guys. So the gap at the top here where the glass sits, I need it to be just like a smidge bigger, but I've never used a router before. So I do need to, first I need to actually open the box. I think it should be fairly straightforward, but we'll read the instructions. Okay, maybe I'll just watch a YouTube video. Is that a mistake? Maybe. Okay, YouTube, how to use a Ryobi router. Oh look, Ryobi have their own video. Perfect, and it's 4 minutes.
Welcome to Ryobi Tools 101.
I've got good little intro music.
Your micro adjustment knob.
Wait.
Which will raise
Too
and
fast,
lower
too
the
fast.
bit.
Oh.
This side of the tool has a depth.
Okay, well we don't need safety tips yet. I don't know which bit that I need to use. It's like this. Okay, I think I understand, but we're just gonna do a test piece first, just to see how it all goes and that I'm actually doing it right. Okay, well that was very crooked. So I'm trying it again, just like not as deep this time. It was better. It's still not straight. But I'm wondering if, because there's already the gap here, follow the line maybe? I'm gonna try. Yeah, that's not working. We'll see if this works, but I've kind of set up this board here so it will be like a guard. So if I press along here as this rolls, in theory it should work. Probably I should have done that in the first place. We live and learn. We live and we learn. I don't know why I do this to myself. I've just like chosen a project that I thought would be easier and it's actually challenging. This is not going well. It's really frustrating. I heard my camera die and I looked stupidly at my camera as it died, and then the router tool slipped, so it came through the top where I didn't want it to come through. I think the router is not for me today. I'm going to fill in both of these with some wood filler. I'm going to wait for that to dry and I am going to start again. This project has definitely been off to an interesting start. Slightly more challenging than I had anticipated, but you know what? I think we're back on track. I'm gonna let that wood filler dry, and hopefully once it's dried, I can manage that situation and get things sort of looking good and you know, have my little runway here. Perfect. But in the meantime, while all of that stuff is drying, we're actually going to sand these pieces. So I'm just going to use a 220 grit sandpaper with a sanding block. I told you guys we'd be going fun with this piece, so bam, Divine Lavender. That is the color that we're going to use today. I've had this actually for a while, but I haven't had the right project to use it on, and I think something small like this, it could be a nightstand or a plant stand, something a little quirkier is perfect. I mean, look at that color. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to use a small brush to paint this because I think it's going to be a little cleaner, and I don't need to prime because this is a paint and primer in one, which is great news.
Oh, I'm slipping away, so don't let me go, nah, 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 nah. I'm all up in that love haze, so where do we go, nah, nah? Just let me know that I'm safe.
I love this color. I've just finished up my coats of paint. There will be a little bit of touch up that I'll do once I put it back together before I do a top coat. But for now, we're going to pop this aside because I have this situation to deal with. These are the two pieces that I had to completely wood fill because I'm not yet router proficient. Definitely need to practice. Mostly patience. We need to recreate those channels so that the glass and the rattan can actually sit inside. Hopefully we don't get too much chip away from the wood filler, but I am expecting that there will be some, so I will need to do some touch-ups before we can pop on the paint onto these pieces. All of the pieces that are painted are drying, so now we need to take our rattan or our cane. I actually have no idea which is the correct thing. Maybe it just is interchangeable and means the same thing. Don't know. But whatever it is, we need to take it and we need to cut out the section that will go with the glass. If you wanted to, instead of putting water in a container like I am, which is just easy for me because it means I can continue working in my workshop where I've got my lighting and everything set up, you can also just put your rattan or caning into a sink or a bathtub depending on how big the piece is. It's some warm water, so it'll help to soften the rattan, and I'm just going to use my wrenches to help weigh it down so it stays in the water. And we'll leave it there for about half an hour. It's been soaking for a while, so we need to now take it out and just dry it off a little bit. Okay, so you can see now, look at how easy it is to maneuver. That's why you soak it, because before, if you guys remember before, it would just roll straight up like this, and now it doesn't. So it sits flat, which is perfect. We need to secure this to the glass. Actually, I think I should give the glass a wipe down first. To secure this, we're just going to use some E6000 glue. I think that that's the best way to make sure that it secures and stays in place. It's a moment of truth. Did that glue work? I think it did. Yes. Yes. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, let's actually put this piece back together. Hopefully everything fits. I'll be honest, I thought that once I put this back together, we would be done. We're not, because I can see a little bit of the glue under the glass, which I did kind of think that that could be a possibility, but it's more than what I would like. So we're going to pop in a little bit of trim, and that should hide all of that glue. I will also paint this the purple color as well when I do my touch-ups. We are coming in with our top coat now, and I'm using a natural wax by Country Chic. I have been loving using a wax finish. I think I just really like that I don't have to worry about bubbles, which I normally would have to worry about if I was using a polyurethane or a wipe-on or something like that. This just goes on, I wipe off the excess, and that's it. I don't have to worry about bubbles.
Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue? It's 4 o'clock in the evening. I haven't left my room, but the truth is,
you guys, that is it. This project is finished. She's fun, she's playful, she's very purple and cute. I really like her. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know when I upload a new video each week. I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye. Fun, but more effort than anticipated. You guys are crooked. Damn it. Every time. It's not my day for furniture flipping, apparently. Wait, why can't I open this? Did I glue the lid down somehow? No, that's not possible. Ooh, I wasn't ready for that. Ah. One of the things that I love about IKEA pieces is